Hello. I've been thinking about music a lot lately, and whether being autistic means I appreciate it in a different way. Before I realised that I'm autistic, I didn't know that playing a song on repeat was a form of stimming. I'd never heard of stimming before I started researching autism. I remember a time when I was 17, when I played the song Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer on repeat. My stepdad came into my bedroom and pointed this out, as if it was an unusual thing to do. I didn't think so at the time. I think I presumed that he must have played the same David Bowie song on repeat when he was my age. David Bowie was famous for changing his image, and he's my clumsy segue into the topic of music and masking. One thing I love about music is the opportunity it gives to adopt a different persona. It's an acceptable form of masking, and one that can make you very popular. Fancy that, being autistic and popular. Not that I personally want millions of fans, though it would be amazing to make songs that make loads of people happy. Look at DJs, for example, or rather music producers who perform. Thousands of people turn up to listen to their tracks, while they hide behind masses of kit and a silly pseudonym. They're in control, and there's no obligation to talk, other than to perhaps occasionally demand that everyone raises their arms or makes some noise, which is silly because everyone's making noise anyway. Therefore, it's a superfluous demand. They're well received nonetheless. One of the songs I've been listening to on repeat recently is called Memories by a French-Canadian DJ called Cree. It's from his latest album, Miracles, which was released last year. I love the video of him and the singer Sophia Bell performing the track on a hockey rink on the top of a building in Montreal, partly because it reminds me of the video for Ash's Burn Baby Burn, which I watched a lot during my second year at university. Another favourite track from Cree's album is Chaos. Tingles shoot up my spine as soon as the chords thunder in, and I wish I could create music so powerful that it can cause such a physical reaction. Cree, aka Christophe Dubé, said in a recent interview, "I composed this album during the last 3 years in all 4 corners of the globe. The touring lifestyle forced me into a new reality. I had to create anywhere and everywhere, on the train, on a park bench, on the plane, in my hotel room, and of course in my studio." He's master of his own destiny, working on his own, travelling around the whole world. What a glorious existence. Well, it would be for an autistic ADHDer like me. I especially like his comment that he had to create, anywhere and everywhere. His art is absolutely vital, just like my special interests are vital for my sanity while struggling to exist in a world that isn't designed for me. While on a rare night out last week, I possibly talked a little bit too much about a daft thing I used to do to entertain my kids. I used to pick random words to make an artist and a song, and then announce them as if I was on stage at Wembley Stadium. For example, "We are dinosaur wallpaper with bedtime was 3 hours ago." This week's top 10 is an absolute smorgasbord of pop wizardry. At number 10, it's Dwayne, I've Seen Your Mum. DJ Rusticate is at number 9 with Send Me Down Baby, followed by Town Centre Development at number 8 with Excited by Pavements. Lucky number 7 is Pizza by Vinny's I'm Not Angry, I'm Just Disappointed, and next at number 6 we have Teddy Bear Pickaxe and Obscure Cold Wave Banger. Into the top 5 now, and it's Oscar-winning ballad with Imaginary Friend, and at number 4 it's Tomato Orgasm with Isosceles Triangle. Romero Tapner is this week's number 3 with Painted Dove, and Balloon Riders are sky high at number 2 with Don't Be a Prick. Finally, at number 1 for the 3rd week in a row, it's Never Been to Estonia and their incredible track, Why Is Everything Such a Faff? Indulging in imaginary names is a brief and harmless escape from this cruel world, just like making and listening to music is. Talking of listening, let me share some more songs that I've been listening to on repeat. Not a Love Song by Leanne Lawrence. My friend Alex said that this is instantly likeable in every way. Great lyrics that somehow tread a fine line between naive sincerity and irony just perfectly. And he's absolutely right. Things Change, Kidnap featuring Pink Pirate. Another song I loved straight away with wonderful vocals by Caitlin Brown, who was neurodivergent. Boyhood, The Japanese House. I'd never heard of The Japanese House, aka Amber Bain, until I read an interview with Pink Pirate. This song made me cry like I buried my face in a bath of onions. In a good way. Not that I recommend storing onions in your bath. 17 Going Under, Sam Fender. Talking of tears, the title of this song alone is enough to make me maudlin. It's a bit like Mr. Brightside in that it's triumphantly miserable, or miserably triumphant, but it means much more to me because it was written by a working class man in England, albeit from the opposite end of the country, and when I was 17 I was so sad I was subterranean. We're not the broken things. 9 in Earth. A simple song with a simple message by a Belgian synth duo who don't seem that well known. Here's the slightly odd and spooky video.
We are not the broken things. We get to choose who we are. We are going to spread our wings. We are going to fly so far. We are not the broken things. We get to choose who we are. We are going to spread our wings. We are going to fly so far. Il fait froid dehors, mais nous voulons toujours jouer. Il fait froid, mais nous voulons toujours jouer. We are not the broken things. We get to choose who we are. We are going to spread our wings. We are going to fly so far. We are not the broken things. We get to choose who we are. We are going to spread our wings. We are going to fly so far.
So, to conclude, music is masking, but paradoxically, the pretending, myth-making and special effects can all be about authenticity. For me, to be creative is to be my authentic, autistic self. I've spent my whole life masking for other people's benefit. I think it's about time I mask for my own benefit. Thank you for listening, and take care.